Before we go any further, allow me to recognize a few people that joined us. I'll recognize Madame Dante Fiona from the KCCA, and incoming Lord Councillor for Rubaga. I want to recognize a rebel number 36 of the Kisumu 36, Commander Sarah Pare from Jinja. Thank you for coming. I also recognize the one who is going to lead our revolution in Makerere University, the son of the revolution, Commander Wanyera Simon, is with us here. We also have Mr. Buyondo Henry. He's going to lead our revolution in Kawempe North, or in the Kawempe South constituency as a Lord Councillor. We have Mr. Nkonge Charles. We are going to deploy him in Wakiso district. And we shall mention the position when the time comes. I want to recognize the presence of Dr. Semambo, all the way from Mitiana municipality, and the announcement will be made. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to recognize Mr. Chwewa Arafat. That one intends to lead the revolution in Kampala Central as a Lord Councillor. We shall keep on announcing many as they arrive, but I'll not forget to announce my own. You know, Bujiri has mentored younger people for leadership, and there is another intending woman member of parliament, Nabutanda Zubeda from Bujiri district. Thank you for coming. Without wasting time, we are going to invite those who have championed the process in the regions. For Central, Mr. Dr. Semambo Kiza has been asked to come. I request all of you to come together, and you will be led by Commander Ingrid Trinawe. We shall have Mr. Adomat Dixon from Arua representing the North, and the Honorable Duman will come back for the Greater East. Thank you very much.
Hello. Freedom for all for freedom. I am here on behalf of the promoters of PFF who registered, mobilized, and delivered signatures to the Electoral Commission Western Region. I would want to ask our chairman in the Western who came from Kigezi. But I think Honorable Wafula will talk about it. Kigezi won the exercise. 100% people who signed for Kigezi, because we did not pick only 50 signatures. We picked more than 300, 400, depending on the district. But all of them who signed for us, nobody responded negatively. Because the verification exercise was so tough. They even moved door to door. To some extent, in other districts, people were threatened while they were telling them that they signed for a rebel group, whether he's a rebel or not, whether PFF is a terrorist group or not. We are the ones who signed. Nobody withdrew the signature.
It's testimony for that. I wish to thank you all for coming here today. And as I said earlier, what is beginning today or what is continuing today is not going to be deterred by anybody or by any force. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I want to thank Almighty Allah for this pleasant and gallant day today. By names, Mr. MC, I want to rectify small. I'm called Adomati Ronald. I'm not called Adomati Dixon. When you say Dixon, that's in NRM. The Adomati Ronald for PFF, right from Reform Agenda, is called Adomati Ronald. None other than the former flag bearer, FDC, Arua Central Division, Member of Parliament. Currently, the running flag bearer, PFF, Member of Parliament, Arua Central. At the same time, the chairperson, PFF, Arua City, the coordinator, West Nile Region. This is what I'm going to rectify here. Northern Region, we divided. By then, my sister Lalam was in jail. I coordinated with Mr. Opoka Kenneth, Madam Honorable, and then myself. We divided along Lango sub-region, Acholi sub-region, West Nile sub-region. I didn't know how they planned theirs in Lango and Acholi, but I can break down for West Nile. West Nile, what we did is, I have 13 districts for West Nile. I divided them into 3 categories. That's Madi sub-region had 3 districts, being chaired by a lady called Knight from Moyo. Aluru sub-region had 3 districts, being chaired by a gentleman called Owachigio from Pakwach. I have 7 districts, that's Greater Arua, formerly Arua district, now Arua Greater. I collected the signatures. Everything went marvelous, I can assure you. Especially my area, Arua Central, they only needed 50 signatures, but people gave me 125 signatures. But they needed more, only that forms were not enough. So we did it, and they assured me when they were called, everybody rectified that they are with the PFF. Today I am very happy. I don't know the wisdom of Almighty God, but I came finding today, I have dressed in a color with my Honorable MP, Semjungana Ibrahim. And at the same time, at home people call me Ibrahim. You see, attention together. As a gentleman from West Nile, I'm the only person there who is with the PFF. As you know, the giants who have been here with you, the likes of Wadri with the auntie, the FDC now, a loyalist with the NRM, they are there. And they have kicked me out with their right leg. I told them that's not my problem. I'm still on my 2 legs. I've recruited more people. However, on the other side, I have come here with some little challenges. Before I give the challenges, I have identified the candidates in various areas there. For Member of Parliament, for councillorship, and in every areas. We are moving forward. Already, we are running a little office there, which is not yet well managed. I am kindly supporting for that, some financial support in future for that. Please support me. The challenge I am facing majorly is, as I stated, the heavyweights are already there in the ground. I cannot say that I'm not a heavyweight, I'm equally heavyweight, but not a heavyweight financially, a heavyweight mentally. So I am telling them, please support me financially in future. This is what I can say for God and my country. I still remain Adomati Ronald. Thank you.
Finally, freedom for all for freedom. PFF oye! PFF oye! I'm by the names of Dr. Chiza David Martin Sembambo. I come from Mitiana Municipality. And I'm going to be the Member of Parliament for Mitiana Municipality come 2006. Now that you have heard from many corners, from Western Uganda, from Northern Uganda, from Eastern Uganda, do you want to hear anything from the Central? Do you have to hear anything from the central? Mukama wange, Road Mayor, n'abatudde wano mwenna. Pati eno tetugenda gipromotinga mu Buganda. Wabula mu Buganda, Central Region wonna, pati yakkirizibwa dda. Eba agiwereko amize. Tulina essanyu lingi nti tubadde ne my friend from northern Uganda is having worries that the big shots have been taken away. My friend, don't worry. We are coming. PFF is what? Is coming. PFF is what? Is coming. So northern region, don't worry at all. No worries. We are going to be there. We shall come and you'll have the numbers. Freedom for all? All for freedom? I wish you the best.
Okay, thank you very much, our leaders. Thank you for making it possible. And I will once again call upon the chairpersons of the districts who have been able to make it. Raise up. Just raise up for recognition. All the chairpersons who have made it here. I'm also seeing Commander Obang Walter. He's also one of the 36 rebels that Museveni gave ranks from Kisumu. Thank you for coming. You can take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize the presence of Mr. Hilary Mbabas, the intending chairman LC5 Rukungiri District, is with us. Thank you for coming. Mr. Ario Isaac, Burahia County, thank you for coming. We have amidst us Honorable Serwada Christopher, the intending MP Rubaga North Constituency. Thank you for coming. We have Commander Katonga Elias. He is intending to be an LC3 councillor on PFF Kamocha. Thank you for coming. We have Mr. Makana Kennedy, one of the activists, the freedom fighters. He's one of those that have always led the march to Parliament. Thank you for joining us. As we always say, as we've stayed, this is a freedom party, and everyone who fights for freedom is welcome here. We have the former guild president for Bishop Stewart University, Mr. Ankunda, is with us. Please come closer. I just want you to wave to. These people have made us proud in the Western region. Thank you for coming, Mr. Ankunda, a former guild president, Bishop Stewart University. We also have Mr. Doi Shedrack. He intends to contest in Tororo North constituency. We also have a commander. He was meant to be Kisumu 38, but he arrived late. Kisangala Ongwenis is also eyeing a seat in Tororo, in the former Tororo district. I don't know whether he's now in which district, since there are 4 districts there. Mr. Suleiman Mpindi intends to contest in Ndeba. He's with us. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I want to welcome our elder, our chief promoter, the mentor of many, to come and give us more details about the journey. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm not alone. I've been heading a team. I wish they came first. They came to join me. The 12 promoters who signed the documents. The 12 disciples. Those who are present, please come. And I guess you guys, you can, Elderman is here. Okay. Freedom for all. All for freedom. We are a freedom party. We are happy that we have reached here. Last time I went to see our leader, Dr. Kiza Besije, he showed a lot of concern about the progress we're making in towards the registration of our party. Whenever we go there, he asks about how far have we reached with the PFF. I'm sure he will be very happy today. He will see it on UBC most likely. Is UBC here? Most of you don't watch UBC, but I don't know. I don't want to underline to. Their UBCs don't allowed to be seen in the prison. But he will see that we have made progress. One time I went there and when I was talking about the slow speed, and he told me that I should order Semuju to go and ask Semuju to go and see him, and he also discussed with him how we can move this forward. So we have reached here. We are happy. On Friday, when I knew this meeting was coming, I went to Electoral Commission. I went with Commander Ingrid and my assistant, Akena and Maido. They are fine fellows. Okelo and Maido. This journey the work has been difficult because, like Honorable Semuju said, we began in August and we went there after 2 months. When we took back the returns after 2 months, and we took 115 districts where we had got signatures more than 50 from each. And at this juncture, I would like to thank you, all of you, for the work you have done. You did then and what you have continued to do. We have come to you 2 and 4th. Then they told us there were some districts where they were not compliant. They have terms. They are compliant, that is tick off. Then the partial, that you haven't got 50 people, you have 30, 20, or 41, or 49. And then they see non-compliant. 3 terms they use. Initially, we thought everything was done. We only came from the Electoral Commission. We were very happy everything had been done. But we didn't know we had enemies who didn't want a PFF to be registered. The main enemies were RDC and GISO and DISO and the NRM chairman. In some districts, it is the DISO who was verifying. In some of them would have the camera, they were photographing people. In some district, they will ask, so you are the rebels, you are the joining a BCJ's rebel party. And of course, when you are photographing a peasant and you are telling him or her that, you will say, no, So many people are scared. But there's a typical example which really hurt us very much was Bukedea. Bukedea of Honorable Oduman, a former MP who recruited Anita into FDC, Anita Mom. This gentleman was MP, is the one who recruited that wonderful woman in the FDC. Now, Oduman goes to Bukedea and organizes signatures, including himself, including his relatives, his parents, his children, his relatives, so his clansmen. By the submission we got about Bukedea was that there is nobody who knows about PFF in Bukedea. What was simple? The RDC in Bukedea is a former campaign manager and LC5 of Anita Among. The Gombola, the one Gombola which they used, the chairman of that Gombola, which is NRM chairman, is married to Anita's sister. Those two connived and they called our chairperson and people were looking for signatures, threatened them, and they photographed them and they took them to the Electoral Commission office. That nobody. This person has apologized. They have never. They had got names from people using Anita's name, which was not true, including Oldman. Oldman can't use Anita's name to register a party. But what was brought therefore to Electoral Commission that Bukedea, there was not a single person, including because really this party we are just rebranding. We are just rebranding FDC. Most FDCs, it is a simple thing. It is a part of, we have just changed the name. So those people are there. They are candidates there in Bukedea, but they said they are not there. We decided to leave Bukedea and get from other districts. But last Friday, I told the Electoral Commission people that we are going to make Bukedea a big issue and Anita Among. She has no right to do what she did. We shall have people in Bukedea, FDC, meaning PFF, and whether she likes or not. Another one was Mitoma, another speaker. Mitoma came here from here. This place was their party of Chapa to form FDC. Honorable Taeba was our member. Also, Mitoma threatened his people. Mr. Honorable Taeba also threatened people in Mitoma. They us. But there's Commander Ingrid. She took over that responsibility, and within a week, she had got fresh names from Mitoma, and even those who had said, they have said they were not, they didn't know about the party. So we got Mitoma, well done. I would like to appreciate Kigezi district. Kigezi region. Kigezi sub-region was the first one. Kigezi sub-region was the first one to be 100% compliant. Every district. But even the second one, I think, was Bugiri. And not Bugiri, Busoga. Busoga, we were also in 1 week compliant, except Namutumba. Namutumba had 9 names which were not compliant. And we also got 100% compliant within a very short time. That's Busoga and Kigezi. But overall, after a very short time, we had the whole of Western compliant and Buganda. Then we had a little bit of problem in the east and a bit of problem in the north. The law says you must have 2/3 of the districts of Uganda to qualify to be registered. And even the 2/3 is just generally, because if the 2/3 is just as Buganda and the Ankole, and Western, and Busoga would have been sufficient to have us complying. But you must get 2/3 in each geographical region You must get 2/3 from Buganda, Eastern, Western, and Northern. That one we have also managed to comply. So we are now ready. When we were there at the Electoral Commission, we are compliant by about 102 districts. They are compliant. I don't know whether you want to know which districts. Yes, then we also discovered when during this exercise that if you put your name, first of all, the first forms were filled people using NIN numbers. Most of us didn't know that we are known by Electoral Commission by voters number. We thought we were known by NIN numbers. So we solved that of having NIN numbers, voter number of each one of us. Then they say you must put a phone number on your filling the form. Some people don't have phones. Some people use their wives' or husband's numbers, or their son's numbers, or daughter's numbers, or a friend's number. Once you use that, when they call you and you are not the one who they approved, even if you are the one, they say for a case where a family said they had only one form, they are ordinary people. Yes. Oh, okay. The family decide they are promoters of PFF. They said they have one phone in the family. All those were disqualified because they had one phone and the others didn't have phone. Things like that. Maybe the MPs, you look at that law again about the phone, the telephone number. I think there's a problem. Because many people use phones which are not registered in their names, but they are their phones. And why don't you come and see me? So at one time we had even said we should take every day we take people who have to the office of the Electoral Commission. But we thought that would, again, the son who teaches us Runyankole, maybe he will want to teach us Lusanya this time. So we didn't try that. But we haven't finished yet because the process is that we have complied everything. We got a letter from the Electoral Commission, a report rather from Electoral Commission on Friday. We are compliant. We have everything that they want. We have fulfilled. Yesterday there was an unfortunate story. Okay. Yeah, I don't know to you. Because this list you give me, okay, Ms. Okello, has 4 pages missing, 3 pages missing. But anyway, we got the list. I have on my phone the latest report, and we had printed some of it is here. We are compliant. We are waiting for the Electoral Commission to gazette us. And they told us they are going to gazette us this week. There have been members who have been, like Mr. Honor Semuju was talking, who have been almost not so sure this would reach this far. We have reached this far. We are calling upon you guys, ladies and gentlemen, go and find candidates. They are going to get PFF flags. And we are going to compete in these elections as PFF. There's no doubt about that. I think that is it. What we want to tell you, the point is that we are compliant. We are going to be registered. We have done a lot of work, and I thank all of you for what you have done. Thank you so much. And our leaders who have giving us little money to send people out there to pick these names. We thank you all. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Right Honorable Philip Waflogood, commonly known as Uncle Waf, for his mentoring hand to all of us. Thank you very much for that brief. And I think that gives us the confidence to go ahead with whatever arrangements we had for the future programs. Before we go to the final item on our agenda today, allow me to recognize the arrival of the intending MP Ginger North constituency, Mr. Kabugo Geoffrey. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. I also want to welcome Mr. Onzima Bosco. He's also the intending MP for Lugazi Municipality. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one of our leaders I want to recognize and he waves to you. That is our national party chairman, the ambassador Waswa Virigwa, is with us. I'm also told that Mama Salam is around. Mama Salam is around with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we also have amidst us the Honorable Ojoko Bileo. He has headed our task in Lango sub-region. Thank you for joining us, Honorable Ojoko Bileo. Ladies and gentlemen, the rest of the recognitions will be done later. Allow me to welcome our president to come and address us. And as he comes, we should all give a standing ovation. Thank you very much. Now we shall never, never, never surrender. We shall never, never, never surrender. We shall never, never, never surrender. Thank you very much.
Our national chairman, the NEC members who are here, our honorable MPs and all leaders at different levels, all of you, the promoters of PFF who have assembled here this morning at our command center, I salute you. I kindly request you once again to rise up. We pay tribute to the chief promoter, Dr. Chiza Besje, who is here, and now he's the chief promoter and our patriarch, the leader of our revolution. And what we are going to do is to first of all recommit our faith to the struggle, but also assure him that we shall never betray him. We shall never, never, never surrender. Never, never, never surrender. Never, never, never surrender. Doctor, Besje, Kano, never surrender. Thank you very, very much. We had to start on that note because we know the journey we have traveled and how he has valiantly steered the journey all through the trials and the tribulations. We salute him very, very much. I would like to re-echo the message given by the Honorable Semuju, even in his absence. We still draw inspiration and courage from his charisma and steadfastness. We should exude the same. Ladies and gentlemen, why are we here today? Yes, you have heard from all the leaders who have spoken before me. They have touched on all aspects of our reason for assembling here. but I just want to sum it up this way. Number one, first of all, to make a big announcement that we finalized all the processes of registering PFF. Please, whoever is sending mixed signals, misinformation or disinformation about the registration process, or if there is any one of you still had doubts in your mind and heart that probably the process is still encumbered by this or that, please expunge that from your mind, disabuse yourself of that misconception, and take it in its current form, and take it that the processes have been accomplished in accordance with the law. You've had the report from the Honorable Semuju. You've had the report from the person who headed the steering committee of the promoters. Now I am certifying it as your acting president. And to remove any doubt, as we are seated here, I was constrained. I was forced to call the chairman, Justice Byabakama, because yesterday there was some confusing message that probably there were some outstanding issues we needed to fine-tune. Probably there were some requirements we had not finalized, and so on and so forth. We had to confirm from the horse's mouth. I called him on phone, and I told him we are having a promoters meeting today. We want your final word. I even wanted to put him on loud here so that he speaks to us. Yes, he is accountable to us. You remember the other day I told you, I expect Justice Byabakama to visit the party headquarters here. You cannot superintend over this. You cannot manage parties under the Political Parties and Organizations Act, because that's where now the mandate resides. Previously, they didn't have this mandate of registering political parties. Their prerogative was strictly for managing elections. But now they were added this assignment. But they never visit political parties. So now we are here, as we are seated, I called him. I said, is it true there are some other requirements we have not completed or accomplished? He said, no. What is pending is their internal process. That they have a person who heads a desk for registration of political parties. Within an hour's time, he told me he's going to submit to them the final report, but informally he has assured them that within the report, we accomplished each and everything. We satisfied all the requirements. That this week, what they are going to do this week as a commission, in accordance with the section 7 and 8 of the Political Parties and Organizations Act, to put the notice in the Gazette that we have satisfied all the requirements, and therefore we qualify to get a certificate unless there is any other person who has a complaint. In which case we have, in any case rather, we have gone past that, because that's where we started from. Those who had the issues, Honorable Semuju has ably explained that. Those who are complaining about colors, about symbols, about nomenclature, that PFFs, there was also PPF, People Power Front, all those were cleared. So we are good to go. That is issue number one. Number two, why we are here is to announce to you that if PFF is a plane, we are on the runway. We are on the runway. And once you are on the runway, no turning back. The only thing you have to do is to take off. That is number two. Number three, when you're on the runway and when you are taking off, there are safeguards, there are processes you have to go through to have a smooth flight and also to accomplish the journey you are embarking on. we are now starting on this. What we are doing, we are preparing you, first of all, to ask you, as these are your requirements. As the leadership, we are going to secure the certificate, no doubt. But as we wait for the certificate to come, these are the things you need to do. Number one, to begin in earnest and to go in overdrive with the recruitment process. The drive should start in all spheres, in all parts of the country. Please go into overdrive. Engage gear number one to proceed with the recruitment. And in that process, you are going to leave no stone unturned. My chairman here for Kampala has spoken, because I also come from Karungu, and my chairman happens to be here, the acting one, because we are now all still in acting capacity. Garosho Munkuranga, at least you should have the benefit now. He is the chairman of Karungu district. Where I come from is Garosho Munkuranga. And another person who is not here, but I'm glad our brother here has taken on the role very well, Kenneth Opoka. Let's salute him. He's been so instrumental. They are showing us the way we have to go. So please do that. The other thing is to guard against any form of betrayal. Betrayal. Let me tell you, when I arrived here, you treated me to that song of Happy Birthday. Yesterday I clocked 55 years. I've been in the trenches. I've been in the trenches since 1993 when I joined the Makerere University, first year. The same Jews found us there. And I've been in the struggle since then. It's now 32 years, coming to 33 years. The biggest setback that we have suffered in the struggle, I can attest to this. To this. I can attest to this, and you can all bear testimony, is betrayal. All those who have worked with General Kaguta Museveni, the common denominator is betrayal. I invite you to read their testimonies, their autobiographies and books. The Ria Kategayas, they're writing about betrayal. Even our own Samu Njuba, his book is The Betrayal. You read it, Samu Njuba's book, you people. Those of you who have not bought copies, please buy it. The late Kazola, Betrayal. Miriam Matembe, Betrayal. The Dr. Messiger's book, which is about the unfinished revolution, it's full of betrayal. Now that's where I will concentrate. Dr. Besigye, who was a personal doctor to Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, he knows him in and out. For us, we can see a Museveni who is dressed in a combat, or he is dressed in any kind of attire. But Dr. Besigye knows him from head to toe without any clothing. He knows him. That person means a lot in your life. If there are people Museveni has betrayed in this country, those with whom we went to the bush, the Ria Kategayas died crying. You read his book, Impassioned for Freedom. David Andy Sally is in retirement somewhere languishing. They have stories to tell. They say Jusas are also facing the same thing. Even Kaihura recently said, Banange, Nabakolachi, Museveni Nakukolachi. Even Kaihura. At one time, Dr. Besigye warned him and said, Kaihura, Kaihura. It came to pass. All of them, he has betrayed them. But the number one person he betrayed is Dr. Kizza Besigye. Because a personal doctor, yes, there was Ronald Butt and others. Now come to Najana Nkumbi. The home he helped to buff, because it's one thing which has pained me my life, to hear voices coming from our own disowning Dr. Besigye that when we were starting FDC was in South Africa. How dare you say that? Isn't that betrayal? Dr. Besigye facing death, real death threats. He said, whatever happens to my life, I'll return to Kampala. Everybody waited to see what was going to happen upon landing at Entebbe. FDC was registered under similar circumstances. The portrait was like this. We are reenacting the events of 2005-2006. Even when he was being nominated as a presidential candidate. Don't you get the image here? Don't you get the memories refreshed? The very people who had Besigye's portrait like this when he was in South Africa. The very people who brandished Dr. Besigye's portrait like this and nominated him as a candidate while in jail in 2006 are the very people who are verifying and denigrating him. Shame upon you. So that is betrayal of the highest order. General Court, by that time he was facing charges before the General Court. Same story. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, those of us who have assembled here today, let history not repeat itself. We may be here. You had the prayer from our elder Bishop Bakandonda here. We are getting a new baby. He talked about the birth pangs and so on and so forth. We are celebrating that a new kid is born. And our patriarch is Dr. Kizza Besigye, the symbol of the revolution, the source of whatever courage and commitment and the traction we are having in the struggle. It's all because of him. Let us make a commitment never to betray Dr. Besigye. Let us not give Satan space to take us into temptation. Even when you feel like you are about to do something that will derail you from the mission Dr. Besigye has championed, it's better you retire and not become a stumbling block. Is the message clear? It's one of the reasons, again, we are here. To recommit our faith to the struggle and to make a vow as promoters that Dr. Besigye will never be betrayed. And the struggle will never be betrayed. Mwenda, in his good days when he was still sober, he posed the question to General Kaguta Museveni. No, Elia Kategaya the late. He asked him, Museveni is RO 001. No. That was, he said Museveni RO 001. Then he asked him, Kategaya and you. Then he said RO 002. Now, Museveni had no qualms betraying RO 002. If we were to go by that analogy, chief promoter of PFF, member number 1 is Dr. Kizza Besigye. We are certain Dr. Besigye is still on course. All of us in that hierarchy, please, let's stay the course. Let's stay the course. Let's be firm and continue with that journey. And on that note, the Honorable Semju declared that from today, his membership with the FDC has ceased, because the transfer window is now open under Article 83 of the Constitution. Yes, it says you are free to change your political address within 12 months before, no, 12 months to the end of the term of Parliament. The term of Parliament ends on 12th next year. So today, one is at liberty to do that. So what we have resolved to do, those of us who had been encumbered by Article 83 of the Constitution previously, not to append our signatures on the documents, we have made arrangements. This week, I'll be leading a team, including these honorable MPs, the Honorable Muhindo here. I'm sure I did not append his signature. Honorable Semju, Honorable Muijuche, the Nyakatos, there are so many, the Isabiriaga, who, Dr. Kamala, many members of Parliament, including the local authority leaders, even my deputy, our worship Nyanjula, myself. So there's going to be another delegation going to the EC this week to append our signatures on these documents. And that will also be communicated to you. The other reason why we are here is to first again notify you of the subsequent processes. Now that we have finalized with the registration exercise, and now that we are waiting for the registration certificate, and we have started the recruitment exercise, and we are going ahead with all the normal activities we're supposed to do, the other thing is to ask you to appreciate the reason why we exist. Katonga is a war command center. It's a war command center. We do not expect intra-party intrigue and fight for political space, for political positions at Katonga here. There could be multiple candidates because we are in election season. Don't fight one another. Go back, check yourself. Because whoever is going to participate in this election, this is the announcement we are giving you. In this journey, we deliberately took a decision to weaponize elections as a tool of the struggle. You know that. Since the days of walk to work, when our patriarch commanded and said we shall win by defiance. One area where we have fundamentally disagreed with our colleagues at Najanankumbi now, they never wholeheartedly embraced the doctrine of defiance, the strategy of defiance, the tactic of defiance. They would speak about it, they would give it lip service, but no action. And actually they started accusing the message of ever being disruptive. So, since that has been the guiding principle for all these years, even the participation in this election is within that frame, within that paradigm. All of you, let me say this in Uganda. this language, you should disabuse yourself of this talk. I hear this word which is so disgusting. Yenze gundi yegwanyiza ekifo kino. Please, muleke okwegwanyiza. Okwegwanyiza kigambo kya bulabi kibi nnyo. Okwegwanyiza. Yet you are supposed to be a commander at that particular front. That's why for me when they ask me in Kampala yanti kwa gongoli wantalo chichandeta nagamba ko nti size kulwana takugamba nzize kulwana ate nwana atongamba lwaki olwana. So we are saying, look here, all of you, please do what is required. Kola byotekeddwa okukola ekifo kikugwanire gwe sigwe kukyegwanyiza obenga ekifo kikugwanira tutegeeraganye ng'ekifo kikugwanira so sigwe kukyegwanyiza. Munzikirize, I will talk about Semujju. Bw'abadde minister wa finance era ya minister wa finance owaffe owa Luddo olulwanisa Museveni mu parliament ali wali nti bannange nkyegwanyizanga bane oba naawe olaba nti ddala ekifunga ddala kimugwanira. Ize modo nti obeere mu kifo nga kikugwa nga kikugwanira. Naye enkola eno ey'okwegwanyiza buli omu kati oli n'ayambala ono n'akira bw'ati muli eyo mwekuba kopagalo mwesiiga lipusitiki mwekuba bifaananyi mu studio mwogira muti mukyusa ngoye mugira muti nyambala ero ononyumye ne bw'onoonyuma otya ng'omutima gwo tegugwanira kifo walla ya Mungu togenda kukibeeramu. Tojja kukibeeramu, mubikolerere mukigwanire. Genda weekyekinge buli lw'otunulira ekifo ogambe nti kino ekifo kingwanira. Naye buli lw'okitunulira n'ogamba neegwanyiza kino ogenda musonyi okozesa olulimi ogenda kuzimba akasajja ku mutima. Because buli lw'onoogenda ng'abantu bagamba naye gundi olimba naawe ekyo tokisaana. Ng'ogamba naye gundi naawe wankyawa. Muleke kukyawa abantu muleme okaweegwanyiza ky'otasaanira. Bw'oba oli kansala ku ggombolola nga olaba ddala awo osobola okukomandinga naawe funza akaawo. Ojja kukola nnyo ojja kuyamba nnyo struggle ng'oyambye ng'osaawo w'osaana mu kifo ky'okuvaayo oli suppose kuba kansala wa ggombolola ate ogamba nti nze ndi presidential candidate ngenda kuba president bw'eggwanga ogenda kutumenya. Mukitegeera weaponizing elections kyekitegeeza. Singa ekyo tukikola buli omu n'agenda mu kifo waajja n'agamba wano nange nsobola wano bwero si wano nange nja kufaafagana nono kugombolola nja kufaafagana ku division nja kufaafagana wano kukwemweyaja wano nja kola bweti. Buli omu n'abeera mu kifo kyasobola mujja kulaba nga tukoze ekisoboka nga tutwala ekintu kino. Ekyamupiwa olaba nga kikuyinze kite leka waliwaawo kubanga Katonda ffenna yatuwa obusobozi obw'enjawulo. Nze Lukwago wano nyina byensobola okukola ne byesisobola kukola. Manya nti kino nange kanteekewo amaanyi gange mu kino naawe nnyikiza mu ekyo ky'osobola tugatte amaanyi tusindike omusajja Museveni n'abanne. Finally, I just want to emphasize the issue of the existential threat. Honorable Semujju talked about it. Existential threat. I just wanted to underscore that message. Nti luno olutalo lwa kufa na kuwona. Dr. Besigye ali migogo ntaana. okugamba Edi Mutwe ne bamugamba nti bwe Edi Mutwe tukusazeeko enviiri tukuyigiriza olunyankole oli kuki, ne bamugamba nti bamutaddeko omusango gwa robbery. Can you imagine Edi Mutwe akirewo Kivumbi n'abalala mbu babataddeko musango gwa treason, robbery. Bw'ogamba nti robbery mbu babba akasimu. Ono onalaba muyijjuke gw'olaba muno ne muganda waffe Sam Mugumya. Sam Mugumya is one of the people abakirabye who have seen it all. I'm telling you, abatamanyi Sam Mugumya kye yayitamu babatwalako ekasese waba muhindo bano owonzewo ne babagulako omusango gwe nnyini gwe bagudde ku Edi Mutwe mubabba akasimu. Ono ddala mubbi w'akasimu ate akasimu. Naye imagine emiggo gye bakubiye Edi Mutwe ne Sodoma gundi gye bamukobyeko ebikolwa ebye mbuyabba akasimu. Era njagala okutegeeza munnamawulire nnyini kasimu ako yeekube mu kifuba. Nze ddala nga bagamba nti kasimu kange ke babba n'ogwo omusango ngumenyawo, kubanga bwe beekwese to terrorize us. I'm telling you this, nti omuggo ogukuba mujja oba ogulaba ogukasuka ki ogukasuka wala. This is the message you want to put across. Luno olutalo fenga PFF abali wano tetulina mulabe yenna mulala gwe tulina okujjako Museveni n'amakaage, mutabani we Muhoozi, mukazi we muganda we Salimu Sale, bano basodo simanya bano bakodomi balwabwogo, famire ewambye eggwanga lino ffe gye tufaafaagana nayo. Please weesonyiwe omulala yenna Munnayuganda nebo mulinako obujjo obufaanana butya buteeke bali tufaafagane n'abaana ba Museveni bano. Kaguta ya omugenzi Kaguta yerinnya lye ery'eddiini yalyani taata waabwe Amosi Kaguta yatuleetera ekizibu bannange. Amosi Kaguta ne Steriko Okundeka baatuleetera ekizibu mu ggwanga lino, baatuzaalira oba gye bali eyo. Abantu abo ababiri bo bawulira batya kuba bava kuno. Amosi teyalina kizibu kyonna ne Steriko Okundeka sirowooza nti yalina ekizibu kyonna, naye baatulekera abaana na whichever the case. I don't know who appeared before who. Honorable Semuju. Was it the High Command appearing before Museveni or Museveni appearing before the High Command? So, they were even in the State House. He said, I'm giving you instructions. Do not tolerate hooliganism. What he calls hooliganism his political dissent. Museveni has criminalized opposition. Under Article 210 of the Constitution, under Article 209, the function and the mandate of the UPDF, first of all, they are supposed to be subservient to the civilian authority. They are supposed to be subordinate to the civilian authority. They are supposed to protect our borders. The role or prerogative of keeping law and order is for the police. Now, he told the High Command, go and deal with those hooligans. Who are the hooligans? You and I. We are the hooligans. So, fellow hooligans, are you listening? Fellow hooligans. This is our war. The existential threat we are facing is real. It is real. Today we are speaking, tomorrow it may be a different story. So, I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, let's team up with our colleagues. Tomorrow the fight is beginning, the new phase of fighting the General Court Martial. The commanders are there at Parliament. But also, on the 21st day of this month, we are going back to Nakawa Court. On 20th, Dr. Besigye will be clocking to 6 months in the under detention, incarceration illegally, and hopefully on 21st, he will be admitted to mandatory bail. Because right now, they have no evidence, just like you have heard, they have no evidence against the 36. So the 6 months are elapsing on 20th. We should prepare in big numbers on 20th to go to Nakawa and receive Dr. Kiza Besigye. Because Article 100, this constitution provides that if you're on capital offenses and you have spent 6 months, 180 days, before you are committed to the High Court for trial, you are entitled to automatic bail. Any court you appear before must release you. So we are waiting for court to release Dr. Besigye on 21st. As you have assembled in these numbers, let's storm Nakawa Court to receive our hero, our patriarch, Colonel Dr. Kiza Besigye. The final announcement, we are going to have a grand launch that we shall announce. A date will be announced, but definitely to be next month. The processes have already started. We are working on a grand launch. We shall be giving you the necessary details, the date, and how it is going to be done. But the target is very clear. 5,000 members are going to assemble on that day. Where do we go? Go whichever. A target of 5,000 members next month on a date we are going to announce. Keep your ear on the ground. For God and my country. May God bless you. I thank you. Asante sana.
We shall never surrender. 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 We shall... Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And now, the last item is that our chairman will come to close this congregation. And as he comes, I want to recognize all the Kisumu 36 who are here. Lalamu Florence, I saw you, Commander Lalamu Florence. I'm seeing Bukenya Hakimu, is that said? I've also seen Chairman Kasanda. Hey, Mr. Nachibinge Edward. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to recognize the presence of Mr. Harwe Venancio. He intends to stand in Kajara County. Allow me to invite the freedom for all for freedom. Yes, I can see the energy in that tent, but I request you to first pay a little attention as we give the microphone to our chairman of the Electoral and Voting Commission to make a small announcement. And all of us must pay attention. Whoever is raising posters, this is your announcement. Pay attention to it. The chairman of the Voting Commission, Electoral and Voting Commission.
Thank you so much, MC. Party President, SG Party Chairman, and all leaders here present. My name is Kabazi.
The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.
Hi Rogers, can I ask you something?
Shoot.
What does corruption mean?
Well, summarily, corruption is abuse of public power for personal gain or for the benefit of a group to which one owes allegiance. For example, when a public office is abused by an official accepting or soliciting a bribe. By the way, private people can be corrupt too, like bribing police officers to escape fines.
Okay. So exactly how does that concern me?
Well, do you pay taxes?
I guess, yeah. What does that have to do with this?
Everything. Because those taxes you pay are supposed to facilitate services you use, like water, electricity, roads construction, medicines in hospitals, name it.
Okay, that is much bigger than I thought. But it can be stopped, right?
Well, yes it can, although it may not be as easy as it sounds. And here is the reason why. Corruption roots are grounded in our country's social, political, economic, bureaucratic traditions and policies.
So, what has kept it going this long? I mean, why don't we stop it?
Well, the main reason why it has been here for so long is because institutions are weak, either as a result of poorly defined ethical standards of public service, weak administrative and financial systems, or ineffective watchdog agencies.
What can we do to stop it?
At a national level, we must focus on strengthening the independence and effectiveness of public institutions that fight corruption. At a personal level, we must commit to never giving a bribe.
I promise I'll never give a bribe.
Well, that's a great decision you have made. Me and you now have to spread this message to all our friends. If we all do our part, corruption will be no more.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digitalk.
Go to the church, though.
Tawali man, what's up?
Man, can you imagine people just dump everywhere? Someone drinks water and throws the bottle wherever.
Come on, Rogers. What else do you expect people to do with an empty bottle?
Simanya now, recorder. Do you know that plastics take at least 450 years to decompose?
What? That's a long time.
Exactly. Because plastics are made out of a lightweight and flexible material that doesn't decompose easily. And plastics everywhere in the environment cause plastic pollution.
What is plastic pollution now?
It is the accumulation of plastic waste in the environment, like bottles, polythene bags, straws. All of these contribute to plastic pollution.
I have been using them without knowing their effect.
Yeah, a lot of people have. Plastics are a danger to the ecosystem, both on land and in water.
So how can we overcome this problem? Is there something we can do?
Oh yes, we can reduce by minimizing the use of plastics, reuse by repurposing them, or recycle by collecting and processing them into new products.
Everyone wants to change the world, but no one wants to change themselves for the world.
How about we change our habits for the world?
And it starts with me and you.
This message is brought to you by Alternative Digitalk. The Alternative Dig Talk. Real issues, real talk.